Aldi's and Grocery Outlet, and got some pretty cool finds. I think originally I went out for a couple things and I ended up getting a whole bunch of things, so bear with me, it's hot. So a little sweaty, but washing up my hands. So basically, still spent $100 and got some pretty good stuff. Couple bags of Clancy's Rigid Honey Barbecue flavor chips. They were $1, so $2 I think. $2 for 2 bags of these. So. Alright, so I got 2 bags. I got some hot dog buns. Got some pickles. Got some, we're able to get some baby corn. I think I grabbed the wrong ones. Well. Yo, this sounds good. What up, Roblox Warrior? What do you mean it sounds good? Just basically got back from the grocery store and just putting groceries away and letting you know what I got. I already put away 2 bags of chips, some pickles, some hot dog buns. It's so random, right? I guess it's not your typical everyday stream, I guess, right? But actually what I'm doing is I'm going to be prepping for I'm going to try to make Zupa de Scana. Zupa de Scana? Kind of like Olive Garden, but we'll see. I'm just emptying out this bag of baby corn that I got. So the chips, so basically $100 worth of groceries. What up, SARS? Make sure for those of you that are here and hanging out, be sure to be following, subscribing. Definitely appreciate it. I do stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I do stream 5 days a week. Currently playing Borderlands 4. I do play Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Path of Exile 2, and like No Man's Sky, and so what I did is I took the baby corn out of the bag, washed them out, and then put them in its own little container. Because it had it was in its own little like sauce, or not sauce, but water. So I just make sure I clean them up really good. boom, there you go. We got carrots ready for whatever consumption. I'm just cleaning out some stuff. What up, man? Then I'm working on, I'm gonna attempt to make Supa Toscana. Not the like exact Olive Garden style, but just a soup. I just got a recipe offline and just gonna kind of try it. So I just got back from the grocery store. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing a stream that is just unloading the groceries, really, putting it away. If you want to see what I got, I'll show you guys. I already put away like this. So I shopped at Aldi's and Grocery Outlet. Grocery Outlet, discount market, or whatever the song is. So now I'm just making room in my refrigerator. Was able to generate some income to be able to go get some groceries, so really stoked on that. Things you got to look forward to when you're grown up. If you're still living at mom's house and grandma's house, in your bedroom, and you're lucky to have all that, great. But when you're out here on your own, you gotta pay bills every month, and you gotta make sure you maintain that. And then you gotta eat, you gotta take care of yourself, you gotta put gas in your car. Life lesson stuff, you know? And it doesn't go away. It's always the same thing every week, every month. I haven't cleaned this thing in a long time. What up, Tess? Was that Tesla? So make sure you guys are liking the stream. Feel free to ask me any questions on the stream. If you're new to the stream, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I have it set to like 5 minutes. If you generally want to hang out and be here, you definitely wait 5 minutes. Because we know YouTube has a bot problem, so a spam bot problem. And also, you know what I mean. So, but it may not. It might be different on phone. So I don't know. So let me know. But definitely make sure you're following, so subscribers are able to talk and chat. And if not, one of the lucky ones. All right. So I did chips already. So I got 2 packs of green onion. These right here are always good. These are chives. You can chop them really fine. These will always go good in your typical, like, I always use them for like ramen. I use them for any kind of like Asian-ish sort of dishes, or eggs. If you want to do scrambled eggs and you want to throw these in them to give them a little bit more of a savory flavor. So these are really good. If you're a fan of green onions, or AKA chives, you can chop them nice and neat. And then the trick with these two, when you use them all the way up to like this part here, this part right here of the green onion, you can actually take the rest of them and put them into like maybe like an inch of water, and let them sit, and they'll regrow out. Like, let them sit next to like a well-lit area, not necessarily directly in the sunlight, but like close enough to where it's like getting some light but not direct sunlight, and they'll regrow just like that. So for $1, I can probably get like 2 more grows out of these, and then or if you have like a pottery pot to put in soil, you can get it to where it starts, the roots start coming out a little bit more. Then you can actually plant them, and they'll grow for you all the time. So best dollar you can spend. You can get 2 and have them growing. You can get 4, have them growing, and then when you need them, just cut accordingly when you need them, and then just keep watering and doing your thing, and they will keep growing. That's pretty good. All right, so we got that. Picked up cube cheddar cheese. This was $1.50, $1.50 for already pre-cut up cubes of cheddar. Sometimes I just like to snack and pop them and have a snack. So along with $4 for deli meat, because a pound, $4 a pound is not only expensive, but I'm able to make sandwiches with these, and eat. It's just I think it's just condensation. It was like really wet for some reason. Hi, Crystal, how are you? Picked up some. This was the bok choy I always talk about. It's only like $1.50 for 3. You don't really need to get a lot, but it's called baby bok choy by Frida's. And you get them at Aldi's, and it's like $1.50, $2, maybe $2. We're gonna be safe and say $2. And then this is the $1.50, which is just basically a head of broccoli. There's actually 2 of them. It's like a pound. Yeah, about a pound. And that was like $1.50. And ooh, this could be good for straining. I'm good. Just got back from the grocery store. I'm gonna try to make sopa discana tonight. This is my ground beef for like my meal preps. What I'll do is I'll cook this whole thing up, season it really well with the seasonings I use, and then that way I can use this for anything as far as like pasta, rice, steamed rice, and just ground beef and some broccoli or bok choy. So why not? Here, I got a couple things to clean out in the fridge. So far not bad. Pretty good hanging out. I don't know how much battery I have left on my phone. It may or may not, if it does go out, I'll get my charger and I'll plug it back in. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make a sopa discana tonight. I really wasn't even in the neighborhood of that, but there's some Italian sausage per pound was $1, and it was really good. So. Definitely don't mind me. I'm like doing a little bit of everything. Okay. Where did that go? What else you been up to today, Crystal? Did you have a day's going well? Good. At least it's better than the other day, right? There's like a weird, like, old syrup spill in the fridge, so I'm kind of cleaning that out. That's pretty good. Can you hear me okay? Sounds like a good dinner. Yeah, Soup Toscana should be pretty good. Soup Toscana has always been good, really. And so, you know, Zuppa Toscana is the soup, the soup that you get from Olive Garden. I don't know if it's going to be the exact replica of the Olive Garden, but it's just called Zuppa Toscana. Like if you want to look it up on the internet, like where did it originate from? I want to say it's obviously an Italian dish, but I don't want to say Olive Garden made it up, but they use it a lot. It's a really good soup. It's got like Italian sausage, got bacon in it, heavy cream, potatoes, kale, and yellow onions. It's a good. Oh, you know, because you know why? Because a lot of the times, um, they're probably like they're kids, so I get that a lot. I don't know if you've noticed that in my stream when you first started showing up in the stream. Um, when there's nobody else in the stream, usually like trolls and kids. Not that kids are trolls, but either or, and it's also vice versa. Sometimes they come in here and then they, you know, since no one else is around, they come in here and start shit, and then and when another adult or another person shows up that can report them alongside of everything else, they all scatter. So if anything, I should be thanking you for showing up. So thank you for showing up and hanging out, because I would rather have you in here than jerks. So I appreciate you. Right. That's in there. That's here. That's here. Got blueberries. These were on sale for $3. These were Driscoll's blueberries. I really like these. These are really good to have as a snack. You wash them up a little bit, rinse them in water. Or you can throw them in a blender and make a smoothie out of them, like a cup. A cup will do. And then this time I did peeled garlic. This was $1 for a whole thing, so I went for it. I still have regular garlic, but regular garlic to cook, to use. Alright, so let's do the next bag. Alright, so this right here, so check it out. These were $2.99 a pound for T&J's Italian sausage, and it's mild. No nitrates, no preservatives, artificial flavorings, colorings, whatever. So this is a mild Italian sausage, and if you notice right here, it's $2 off. And you can freeze these as well, and they'll last up for 2 months. So I picked up like 4, so $4 for 4 pounds of Italian sausage. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna use one of these tonight for the soup of the scada, and I'm probably gonna I'll leave one. And I'll freeze the other ones, so I have these 3 here. So yeah, a huge score on those. Do you drink smoothie with protein mix? I don't do the protein mix. You can. Doesn't. I mean, you know what I mean. Gotta get your protein somehow, right? So, bacon, $3 for bacon. Jimmy Dean sausage, $1.50, $3 for 2. What I do with those is I'll buy those in 2s, so that way I have one to eat, and I can actually ration because there's like 6 or 8 sausages in each one. So technically you can do 2 a day for breakfast. So you cook them all, and then you can prep them, and then you have a total of 8, and then in the morning when you make eggs, you have eggs and sausage with you, and there you go. You don't have to go super crazy with breakfast, just, I don't anyway, I try not to, but it's an important part of the meal of the day, so remember that. It's like you're starting off your day, and that's your fuel for the day. I bought Angus roast beef, tried it, didn't like it. You sure do know how to grocery shop. I just these are things that I learned when I was younger, way younger. Just look for the good look. Obviously, try to get as much as you can within your budget. And I ended up saving. I still have basically like another $90. So I gave myself like a $100-$200 budget a month, and I got to make that last a whole month. So I try to buy a lot of like dry foods, non-perishable foods if I can, you know what I mean, that are easy to make. Like spam and rice is always going to last, you know what I mean, spam and rice in a pinch. I can make rice like all the time if I need to, but I can do the rotation of the rice where I cook a pot, put it in the fridge when it's cooled down, let it cool off overnight, and then the next day have that, make another pot while I'm still having using the one. So there's always, it's like a rotation thing, kind of like a restaurant thing. if you really think about it. So, and you know, I've got a handful of experience. I don't say a lot, but I have gotten a lot of experience in the kitchen. I don't use it like I should. But anyways, here we are. Freaking $3 for a bag of freaking rosette tomato, not tomatoes, rosette potatoes. So that was really good. That was a good score. So I need to soak these. I do, huh? I guess roast beef, tried it, didn't like it. A lot of it comes down to like how you prep it too. Prepping is really important when it comes to meats. You can literally make almost any meat good if you prep it, and it doesn't matter. These might be too green. Still might be able to pull it off, but I squeezed, and I guess I squeezed a couple of the potatoes, and they're pretty good, but the rest of them I think they're a little too green, like too unripe. There was one bag that I had, I should have went with that one. So I got my potatoes soaking in water. To soften them up a little bit. My phone is low battery. Yeah, mine too. You know what? Give me a sec. Let me go get my charger. Shoot. If I get my charger, I should bring my stand out here too. If you got a gold crystal, go. You know, don't trip. You'll be okay. I'm gonna keep doing so. I still got 3 bags of groceries to put away, so I'm still pretty good. Just wanted to make sure that I had this going here. I need to organize this counter. That's what I need to do. I need to organize this counter and make it like super legit. So. Right now, it's not really where I want it. So watch, I'm gonna grab this. Put it like so. Cool. We got that. Push it all the way to the back. Give it a little bit of a angle, right? You can still see the back. I think I can go more like that. So you get the microwave, you get the stove still, you get the Keurig behind me. Then I can go round back, then go. Oh, you're good. I was gonna say like if you need to step away and do your thing, that's fine. Thanks for letting me know though. Excuse me for a second, everybody. All right, let me. I wish there was like a way this thing could like. There you go. Right? Is that okay like that? Yeah. All right. So, throw some stuff away. This cord for my. All right. Is this good? That's good, huh? Whew. Sweating a little bit. You can see my money makers. Oh man. All right, so this, oh, I gotta dump this out. Shoot. Screw that. So what are you thinking of the show so far, Crystal? If you're still there, of the bear, it's a great show. Fried rice is so good too. That's good, because then at least you'll be able to enjoy it when you do. So that's good. Getting the room temperature. All right, so cool. We're back in action. That's good. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit. It's kind of hot. Going good so far. I haven't got a chance to watch it again. I don't know why, but like this heavy whipping cream, like this box is like, it feels like super flimsy. So I got a couple things going here. I got butter. don't know if you guys ever tried this. Don't necessarily pay full price for it, but if it's like $1, $2, if you ever see it for like $2, maybe even $3, $2, you can try it then. It's like coconut water and strawberries and cream. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. Like, it tastes like strawberries, so, which it should. And Khalifa's been known to have some pretty good products. It's just I think they're going a little too crazy with too many different things. But their cold brew is really, really good for a while. All right, so that's good. Put it away, recycle. Cute on Ichiban! As a bartender, right? Your cap opener. Let's get the rest of this stuff done. So we Minute Maid orange juice. Normally like what, $5-6, right, for one of these cartons. It's pulp free, 100% squeezed orange juice, and believe it or not, it's one of the few brands that actually squeezes like 100% orange juice. I don't drink a lot of it, but the fact that it was, again, $2 or $2.99. No, $1.99. They were $2. I got the receipt somewhere. $2.99. So $3. So normally they're like what, $5, right? Usually more than $2.99, right? Yeah. Grocery outlet, $3. Farmer John's hot dogs. These will save your butt, dude. I think they're $1.50. So they're quick. You can microwave them. You can microwave them. You can boil them. Pan fry them. Just making sure it's not leaking. $1.25 for Barilla, the thin spaghetti, so it cooks just a little bit faster. Chili dogs, yep, absolutely. So, and this is going into, I picked up 4, so they're $1.25 a piece. Totally worth it. So I got 4 of these bad boys, and they're thin spaghetti, easy to cook. You know, like I said, $1.25 a piece. So $5 for all of this. And that also goes with, I don't know if you remember when I got those tomato cans. I got a bunch of those because they're like $1 a piece or 50 cents each. So now I have like access to spaghetti, I have access to rice, I have access to hot dogs, I have access to Italian sausage, so I can make, you know, pasta sauce, I can make meat sauce, I can make all like variations of different things. I got heavy cream for the soup Toscana, so that's going to be awesome later. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. Heavy whipping cream. Just things that, you know, you got to do to survive. And if you don't have $100, I mean, literally this, all of this stuff that I'm putting away right now, minus, I think like the bag is like minus like, I think $30 is all grocery outlet. So basically grocery outlet was I'll show you right now. Grocery outlet was $90 for most of that. So like this big old like these, I love little baby bite-sized tomatoes. I just love snacking on them. I don't eat a lot of them, but like this was like 2 pounds, I think. 2 pounds for $2-3. Oh, $3. $2.99 for 2 pounds of this. You can't, like, come on, dude. In fact, let me get at some right now. Shoot. I have this cool little glass that I got from Eat Drink Vegan. So this was a festival I worked in Pasadena. It's called Eat Drink Vegan, and it was it's a vegan festival. It was one of the last. I worked it like 3 years in a row, and the last year that I worked was the last. I think it was one of the last festivals Tom Petty played before he passed away. So it was cool to get to see him, and then I got to see what other bands. You can look up that one. Look at that, yummy. So just, you know, obviously gonna wash it out a little bit. For the most part, like most stuff is washed, but at the same time, you just double wash it, just so you feel better about it. Okay, Kraft singles. I know, Kraft singles, cheese, cheap cheese, $2 for 16 slices. And Crystal, do you have Hulu? I would think you have Hulu. You gotta have Hulu. And taste test. That's delicious. The snap. These are delicious. $2 chili flakes. Ooh. So Alien Earth is another show you want to put on your list. It's pretty good. The Alien Earth, like Aliens, the movie Aliens. There's a show called Aliens Earth, or Alien Earth. It's pretty good too. These are awesome. Cheez-It snacks. So these I find at grocery outlet. These are $3. $3 a bag. These are the big size, the big ones. So this is the family size for $3. Think about that. that cheddar and sour cream. They're really good. So obviously you see what I'm doing. Obviously I got groceries. I'm trying to get like a little bit of everything from like snack to be able to snack, still eat healthy-ish, you know what I mean, with the budget. And sometimes you can't eat like 100% healthy because of a budget. That's fine. This is the kale, baby. 8 packs, $2. Picked up 2. So any soups I do, or just want to snack on a cracker, you know, these ones are pretty good. These ones are the zesty herbs, or zesty herb. So check this out. How much do you think this bag of yellow onions cost? That's I think it's 3 pounds. I'll save Alien Earth. I enjoy Alien films. Okay, you're gonna like it. That's good. Or I hope you like it. How about that? I should stop trying to like imply that you're gonna like everything that I think you would like. The truth is, I really don't know you too much, so. But feel free to let me know about you. You don't have to do it here. You can do it on, you know, the DM stuff that we've been doing. That's cool too. Look at that. Bok choy. Cool bok choy, man. These are so delicious. Look at that. So clean. So yummy. So this $1.50, so yeah, this bag of onions was $2 right here. Right there. Yellow onions, $2.99. And then there was another, so there was this, right? 3 pounds for $2. And then there was like one that had 3 like medium sized yellow onions in it, just like a little pack, kind of like this, right? Obviously, but yellow onions, you know, the big ones. There's 3 of them, and it was like $5. And I was like, that doesn't look right. And I looked around, and I found the bag, yellow onions, and it was like $3, $2.99 for this whole 3 pounds of it. And I was like, come on, dude. It pays to just take an extra minute to look around to find a better deal. It doesn't matter to me. Yellow, white, and even the purple onions, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I'm trying to do a particular recipe for the Sopa Toscana, so it called for yellow onions, russet potatoes, and yeah. So that's the reason why I got the yellow onions, but it doesn't matter to me. I came from a very poor background. You know, like I said before on the stream. Well, not on this live like this, but like on my gaming streams. You know, I grew up as a homeless kid, man. I was 8 years old, and I was a homeless kid, man, living around. Like, it wasn't like I guess to say like there was a home, but there was no electricity. There was nothing other than running water, and it was just bad, you know. So I would go around and like live on my friends' couches from school and like pretend like, oh yeah, hang out and stuff, and like, you know, and I was like really like I'd bounce from like place to place from just all the friends that I made, you know. And the parents were really cool. Like the one thing I will say, like I got to give credit to the parents that were able to recognize when like somebody was out, like, and they actually were like super like awesome about it. And no way, Lurk, that's a lie. That's a that's like a false promise, and I don't mean to say that in a negative way, Lurk. It does make you into a stronger person, but in some cases there have been people that couldn't get out from underneath it because it was just so bad that it psychologically and mentally broke them where they can't function in today's world, which is pretty messed up as it is. So don't buy like research your affirmations and make sure you know who you're getting them from, because there is a lot of affirmations that are out there that are actually meant to disrupt um, your way of thinking, like your simple way of thinking, and it's kind of messed up, but it's out there. Like same thing uh, like AI bots, but like there's actual people that go around and like the whole thing of when things get hard and like when things get tough in a relationship, it's easier to walk away than stay. Though very true, but then the question poses, right? How are you supposed to work through it and build a stronger relationship if all you do is just go, oh, it's getting bad in here. I'm just gonna leave and go to the next one. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. Shit, that happened to me. 13 years. Or like that? Is it like that? It's like that or like this? 13 years and was abandoned. It's like, see ya. And I understand the fact that the person had to take care of themselves and they were in a bad place, but they weren't um, willing to open up and like allow me to help, even though I helped for the last 13 years. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm a shithead too. I have my things. I'm very adamant about stuff sometimes, um, and I don't make things easy. So I've learned to accept that, and I put that on the table when we were dating and going out and being together in a relationship. So yeah, 13 years and just pieced out. Like knowing that this person's leaving would potentially make me homeless because of the timing of everything. Because my health has been, I've been on a recovery for the last 5 years since basically COVID. Out of COVID, I started working because I work festivals. So I've worked hard my entire life, um, really, really hard. So I've worked in live events and music festivals for like 30 plus years. I've done like a couple thousand shows, not only booked, promoted, worked my own shows, stagehand, whatever you want to call it, all the way down to just being a sign-ups manager, working for Coachella Festival or stagecoach for like 9 years. And then I've worked San Diego Comic Con, Anime Expo, Long Beach Comic Con, EDC, Head in the Clouds, Aftershock. Like I've worked just all kinds of stuff. And yeah, it just happens to be this year was, a little bit of it was like just bad timing. And the person knew it. And at the same time, I have to respect that and have to accept that. The person had to, they have to go. Like I can't. I mean, I'm mad and pissed about it and where I'm at. Like it's supposed to be your best friend, right? Your friend, and your friend doesn't do that to you. Like even my worst enemies, or we're getting real. So um, not even my worst enemies have done what like relationships have done to me. So that goes to show you like the people you care about and love most are the ones that hurt you the most. But what I say that is lightheartedly is be understanding, be able to compromise so long as the other person can do both too. Understand and be able to compromise too, and understand you as a person. Not because you work, not because of your status, not because like you want somebody that's like if you're going through it and you're struggling and you're going through it, that they're there and they're there for you, you know, and vice versa. When they're going through it, you're there for them too. But you can't put it all on them, you know. So yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. And then I have to do it all like, you know, you spend all this time with somebody and it's like your best friend, like you like literally like you've done everything with this person and now I'm like doing everything without this person. It's just like weird, you know? Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. But no, pain is part of the process, and always initially, if you're hurt or if you're just in a bad place, talk to the people you love most, that love you most, that you really trust, and that really you care about, and they care about you, genuinely care about you, and have conversations with them, because you'll be. I've learned over the years that you know, being able to talk to some of my close friends, even my sister, you know, and just talk, because sometimes just talking out the scenario, how you feel. One, you're getting it off your chest, and two, you might actually get a different perspective from somebody that obviously you trust and respect. That goes, hey, well, what about this? And then you know, the way like you're presenting it to me, because that's happened to me a handful of times in my life, right, where you explain the situation to someone, like, all right, cool, and they're like, the way you explain it, this is how I would feel from them, and you're like, oh, because you're thinking of it completely different. But they, like, you know, by you just explaining it to them, they're like, I feel this way about it, and you're like, oh. So that's why I'm saying be willing to compromise, be willing to understand, and know that your way is not absolute unless you're disciplining yourself to be a specific way, and by doing that you make sure that whoever and whatever knows is on the table, so they accept you for you and wholeheartedly are there for you. And I'm a firm believer in, you don't have to be in love with somebody to care about somebody wholeheartedly. Think about that. Wait, I was gonna put this in the refrigerator. My bad. All right, so we had the potato chips. We had this was organic chicken broth. So low sodium. So when I use the Super Toscana, where as I try to make the Super Toscana, that I can add the salt and I won't have to worry about like it being too salty, because I'm also trying to watch my salt because of my high blood more. I have brought down my blood pressure, but at the same time, just being cautious of that. If you guys haven't, I've been diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic at the beginning of this year. Actually, no, more like November of last year. So 2024 was when I got the diagnosis for it, and it's called A1C, which is like your blood sugar levels and whatnot. It was high at a 6.8. And from that time to now, literally like last month, actually even less, probably like 3 weeks, almost a month ago, I had my last doctor's appointment with my, checked out my blood and everything. I don't have any STDs. I don't have any. I'm clean as a whistle. But I was able to bring down my A1C from a 6.8, granted, from November of last year, right? December, yeah, November of 2024 to basically September, August, I say, and my A1C now is a 5.3. So that's awesome. Like, that's almost like, that's, if not normal, that should be normal numbers. So my doctor was super impressed. I used to have a stomach that went out like this. I don't have that anymore. Like, sexy boy. But I lost 40 pounds. And I really put in the effort. I cut out a lot of sugars. I switched from like Dr. Pepper to zero sugar Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, you're onto something, man. You're good. Juices and stuff, because you can still have the same kind of stuff like this stuff right here, Minute Maid, zero sugar, absolutely delicious, zero sugar, and 5 calories per 8 ounces. So literally, you can have a 16 ounce of this and be 16 calories with zero sugar. And it's delicious. And so is the lemonade one. There's the Minute Maid zero sugar lemonade, mango. Fruit punch is really, really good. And those, you can find those sometimes for $1, but the most $2. So $1.99, you can get it for two. You can get them for $1.99. And that's me going to a grocery outlet if you have one. So or if there's a like discounted like grocery store, don't be afraid of them, man. They're pretty awesome. There's some things that might be expensive, and there's something that's going to be like way cheaper. So like for instance, like the Oatley oat milk, like a carton of that, like the orange juice, like a carton, half gallon, I think, right? A carton is a half gallon. You can find it anywhere in any store, right? But it's like $6. Grocery outlet has it for $3. Now keep in mind the best buy date, the best, whatever the best buy date, whatever on it, might be within a week. So if you're a heavy coffee drinker or you eat cereal, that's awesome. Like oat milk in cereal is really, really awesome. Just so you know, you can also there's the whole version of it. There's also like the 2%, right? And then there's like the reduced, like doesn't have all the stuff in it because some people say there's a lot of stuff in it. It's not too bad. Everything comes down to moderation in life. If you, instead of having a whole bottle of Jack Daniels, you have a shot of Jack Daniels. You know what I mean? Maybe 2, but not encouraging drinking alcohol. But instead of eating this whole bag of onions, 3 pounds of it, you just eat half of an onion, and you have more for later. Like we're not taught how to control and like eat portions like we did when we were kids. You might not realize that. Yeah, fat-free milk. More protein, like eat more greens, like add more vegetables in your diet. Like we were taught, here's a pizza, eat it all. Like, anyways, thank you for your time. I'll switch gears on that. I do appreciate Michelob Ultra Light, dude. 0 calories. So this one's a controversial one, but I don't care because at the end of the day, I didn't have to pay $7 for these. So, Momofuku, which is a restaurant that's owned and ran by David Chang. I think it's David Chang, right? David Chang. And he went from hero to zero really quick, right? Because he has this thing against tradition. And just like he's one of those people that just seemed to like at first he seemed cool, but then he's like kind of like an elitist, and he's kind of erasing traditional history of Asian cooking, and that sucks. So these are like $7, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 packs, right? There's like ramen noodles, right? 5 packs. It's like $7, $8, right? These were $2. $2. Sorry, $3. They were $3. They were half off. They're $2.99. So $3, $6, $9 worth. So for $9, I have 15 ramens. It's not bad. Not bad. And you don't have to use the sauce. You just need the pasta It's not bad. Except for those ones. They're and I'm not gonna lie, I almost want to cry. Like, I actually have like my cupboards like has stuff in it. It was pretty bare for a while, but that's so. For 90 bucks, I was able to get 2 bags of under 100 bucks. So this should last me like a couple weeks. I'm one person, so all of that should last me a long time. And what I'm gonna do with the I'm gonna use this to make the soup of the scana tonight, as well as the kale, right? So I'm gonna make a big batch of that. That should be really awesome. And I can have that probably for, I would say, I don't know, 3 days, 4 days, 3-4 days. So half of this week, if not more than this week, of soup. And I can do soup, oh, man, it's gonna be awesome. If it's even remotely, like, if it's, it doesn't have to be a 10, but if I can get it to like a 6, I'm cool. Even a 5, I'll be all right. Then, like I said, I'll read my grocery list right off the deal. I got 2 bags of Cheez-It Snaps, which were basically $3 a piece. The chicken broth was $2 for each carton, so it called for 2 cartons. 2 32-ounce so that what 64 ounces of broth. So that'll be rad for that. That's a lot. So, and then I got red pepper flakes, which was $3. I got herb Ritz crackers, which were $2.50 a box. Those noodles, the ramen was basically $3. $3. I got thin spaghetti. I got white vinegar. Oh, I got the big old thing of white vinegar. This big old distilled vinegar. Because I'm gonna clean a couple things. I'm gonna descale my Keurig right here. So I'm gonna use that, descale that a little bit. Are you still there, Crystal? Or did you go? Probably going home now, huh? Hello. Is there anybody in chat? If not, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stream. Okay, bye.